Thank you for joining us for the ehrTHOMAS Base Circles and Creating User Help video. The ehr menu circles will be displayed at the bottom of the screen upon logging in. Each of these will bring you into a different section of the program. First is the patient circle. This allows you to access patient charts and encounters. Code files houses the various code files that make up ehrTHOMAS structure. You will generally only access this circle to add, change, or delete users unless otherwise instructed by your trainer. Other changes in this area will be made by Genius staff. Another is the appointments module that holds the appointment books and the scheduled appointments. Following is the physician circle, which holds the recent sent medications, pending medication requests, and pending refill requests if using Doctor First. This circle will only be present if you are e-prescribing. Next being the signing dashboard circle, which displays open encounters for a date range, allows the providers to sign off on multiple mass encounters at one time, and displays for any user with a doctor code assigned within the user. Now to the message circle, which has the ability to send and receive messages to other users within ehrTHOMAS, as well as to other providers and patients via a direct message and Microsoft Health Vault. The call log feature is also under this tab. Now moving on to the lab circle, which stores lab results that are imported through the Genius interface. This will be on display for systems with active lab integration. The lab module is a separate add-on that can be activated upon request. Contact the Genius Solutions EHR support line for more information. Next is in regards to the DX order circle. The imaging results are stored and imported through here and will be on display for systems with active lab integration. The DX order module is a separate add-on that can be activated upon request. Contact the Genius Solutions EHR support line for more information. The send charges circle is where charges can be sent to ehrTHOMAS. The reports circle holds various reports, including meaningful use measures and broadcast messages. The import circle can scan and then attach charts, lab results, x-rays, and any paper documents to the patient's chart. The logout circle will log the current user out of ehrTHOMAS. At the top left of the main menu is the Gizmo circle. A gizmo in ehr is an add-on and changeable shortcut that can be added or removed as necessary. When a gizmo is added for that user, ehrTHOMAS will display the added gizmos each time the user accesses the dashboard. Notification flags will appear in the top right corner of the main screen, indicating that there are prescriptions or lab results pending. Clicking the notification flag will direct the user to the appropriate module to complete the task. The first thing that should be done is to create users to gain access to your ehrTHOMAS system. It is crucial that every person who will be using this has their own username and password. This allows the system to keep track of who has done what in your system. From the main menu, select the Code Files module, and then select Users. The user code file allows you to view and manage all the users that can access your ehrTHOMAS database. Hit the Add button to add a new user. Now enter the username, enter and then re-enter their password. Assign the group access, full, limited, or none. User group codes are created to allow different access levels for users working in ehr. There are 3 default groups. The first one is full access, which gives the highest level of access where users has the right to add, modify, delete, and create custom user groups in which to assign to users as well as modify existing group access. We suggest referring to the roles and responsibility charts made after signing up with ehrTHOMAS and deciding the level of access to each user. Limited access gives full access to some features, but read-only access to most. No access means this user doesn't have access to any of these areas. Next, you're going to indicate if emergency access is assigned. This feature is usually given to a trusted user with low access in case of an emergency when a doctor or high access user is not in the office to access patient records. Enter the doctor code in which the user can prescribe medications and make addendums on behalf of the doctor. Genius Solutions will set up Doctor First information for your office. Next, decide if the user can prescribe and access notes, and then select which appointment books this user will have access to. Click the Save button to save these changes to create the new user. Test this new username and password by logging out and logging into ehrTHOMAS with the new information. Like we said in the introduction video, a broadcast message will pop up the first time you log in. Refer back to the intro video for more information on this message. To view or edit users, double-click on the user's name or highlight it, then click the Edit button. This will reopen the user edit screen. Make any necessary changes, then click on the Save button, or exit the screen without saving by clicking on the Close red X. Users can be deleted at any time by opening the user edit screen and clicking the Delete button. It will ask you if you are sure you want to delete this user. By hitting yes, it will delete the user, and by hitting no, you will be directed back to the user edit screen. In ehrTHOMAS, there are several different ways to search for patients. The first way is through the Patient module. This acts as the filing cabinet for patient charts in the office. The Genius Solution Interface service will update the Patient module with any new or modified patients, policies, and appointments that were added in ehrTHOMAS. First, click the Patients button on the main menu. The list of patients that pop up first show the last 20 patients viewed in the order they were accessed. There is a lookup option on the bottom right-hand side. You can search for patients in several different ways through the drop-box options, such as last name, account number, phone number, date of birth, social security number, or case number. To sort patients in ascending or descending order, hit the arrow button next to the drop-down box. You can enter full or partial numbers and names, and it will bring up patients with matches to such. To select a patient, you can either double-click on the patient or click them to highlight it and then hit the Select button to open their file. To see inactive patients, click the Show Inactive button on the bottom right-hand side next to the Recent Patients drop-down box. As a reminder, all new patients should be added in ehrTHOMAS. These new patients will seamlessly import into ehrTHOMAS using the Genius Solutions interface. Manually adding patients in the Patient module page may cause mismatched accounts and patient data in ehrTHOMAS and ehrTHOMAS. Another way to search for patients is through the Appointment gizmo. First, click on the ehrTHOMAS icon in the upper left-hand corner of the main menu. From there, click on the Add Gizmo button and then hit Appointments. Now click on the arrow button to open a patient's chart. More information about the gizmo will come in a later video. The third way to find patients is through the Appointments button. On the main menu, click the Appointments module and then click the appropriate patients you would like to access. From there, click the Open Patient on the Patient Appointment menu. The appointment book will be discussed in a later video as well. For additional help or further questions, please call the Genius Solutions EHR helpline at 586-751-9080, option 7. Thank you.